organ. Two months is perfect time for the test. If you have any genes that may cause disorders that you can pass on to your baby, this will show it.
But sickle cell is really rare, right?
1 in every 2,000 births, but 1 in every 4 West Africans is a carrier. If you are a carrier of the gene, we'd like the father to come in for a screening also.
That's what it says. I have sickle cell trait. In other words, I'm a carrier.
What is all this nonsense? You're not sick. So why the wahala?
No, I'm a carrier. But if you have the trait too, then the baby could turn out to have sickle cell disease and end up sick.
I don't have any such sickness or defect. Not in my family.
You don't have to be sick, darling. Look at me. I'm not sick because I have the trait. If you just have the test, then it's...
Rubbish, I'm not going to have a test I do not need. You're the one with the trait, not me.
But it says, if the father is a carrier, then there is a 1 in 4 chance that the baby will be affected. We may be lucky.
In my family, we do not have this trait. I know this for a fact. So if the child is affected, it is not my child.
What do you mean by that?
You say both parents must have the trait for the child to inherit the disease, right? I do not have any trait like that. So if this child has the disease, it is not my child.
Femi, what are you accusing me of?
I'm not talking about this stupid matter anymore. If you're innocent, time will tell.
Don't be like that. Wait.
I'll be working late tonight.
Where's Mum? Well, he insists that Ayo is not his son. He says I must have been having an affair.
Because your baby son has sickle cell disease, it means you have had an affair.
Yeah, because Femi says he doesn't have the trait. He just came home, packed his things and left.
Oh.
And yet he refuses to have the test to see if he has the trait.
But how do you come to have sickle cell trait yourself? None of us has it.
But if Simi has it, we could all have it too. Look what it says on this sickle cell site.
What does it say?
Simi, you're what they call a carrier, but you're not going to get sick. Ayo has the disease, so he could have lots of infections, and he's going to need penicillin to protect him.
Oh Lord Mary.
He could also have several serious outbreaks of pain throughout his life, and they call these crises.
I have to cope with this on my own.
No.
I will talk to Femi. He has to take the test and face up to his responsibility.
Oh, we got the tickets. Paris, here we come. What's wrong?
Simi has sickle cell trait.
Well, since when?
And Ayo has sickle cell disease, and we might all have the sickle cell trait too. And we all might have to have tests.
Always opening your mouth. Can't you be seen and not heard? Go and get me the comb.
Don't worry. Daddy'll come home soon.
I've made up my mind. You're going to have to do it.
But I thought we agreed.
That was before we found that Simi has a trait. Now we can't take any chances. Anyway, and I shouldn't have let my feelings just carry me away.
But we love each other.
Like, Simi and Femi love each other.
Well, just because Simi has the trait doesn't mean I do.
Yeah, but it means you could. It's inherited.
And if I do, we'll manage. Lots of people who have the sickle cell disease aren't affected that badly. It varies. Some only have mild symptoms.
Yes, and some, like me, are affected severely. If Femi and Simi had both been screened, they would have had all the information to make a choice that was right for them, like we are going to.
I'm not taking the test. I love you, and if you love me too, and that's all that matters.
Yeah, but I do love you.
Well then, let's go ahead and we'll have beautiful, bouncing babies.
If we have children with sickle cell disease,
Then we'll cope with whatever comes our way, Don.
babes, I have this disease. How can I let a child, any child of mine, go through what I go through? I won't take that chance. I won't.
Maybe you don't love me after all.
Lola, please try and understand.
No, you're always using that sickle cell as an excuse. Look how many times you cancel on dates.
We go out all the time. But I don't know when I'm gonna have an attack of pain.
You seeing someone else?
You know I'm not. I love you. I want to be with you. But sickle cell disease, it's not romantic. Take the test or I can't marry you.
And what if I have the trait?
Then there's a 1 in 2 chance that our kids have the disease.
And there's a 1 in 2 chance that they won't.
Mm-hmm.
How will we know what to do?
I don't know. But let's just get all the facts. Have the screening test.